Hi guys, Jordy from Seido shop. Today I would like to start a new series of video about how to. And I want to start with how to tie a Hakama, which is the question we get the most. Here I have a Hakama, mine, which is a bit customized. I will explain during the video. And I'm all set up, so I'm gonna start right away. Make sure that you attach your plant slightly on the side and not exactly centered, because it would be uncomfortable when putting on the Hakama. Tie your belt as you usually would. We will talk about how to tie a belt in another video. Step inside of the Hakama and place the front part of the Hakama just above your belt. Grab the front straps and stuck them into your belt on both sides. Fold the upper part, actually the middle part of the straps, so fold them down behind your belt. Make sure your Hakama lies flat. Put the pleats in place and check that the front part is centered. Grab the straps from below on both sides, cross them at the back, below the belt. That's important. Then come around the front and put the end of your belt in place. Then cross again at the front. Then at the back. And tie it off with a square knot by grabbing all the straps layers. This knot should sit below the knot of your belt and be tied firmly. Now take the back plate and place it just on the top of your belt, making sure it is centered, of course. Then grab the straps and take them to your belt again, on both sides. Check that the straps are lying flat and are not twisted. This is very important. Pull it down, and when you make the knot at the front, place it above the knot of the front straps, but of course still below the knot of your belt. This is important because you want to have the less length possible on those belts so the koshiita doesn't move during practice. Now there are various ways to arrange the ends. The most simple one is simply tuck them into the belt and hide the ends under the Hakama. The back straps of my Hakama are quite short, so that I'm not kneeling on the ends when I'm doing Suwariwaza. And that's it. I will show you another, a more traditional way to put on the Hakama. So this is not the way I do, but I did it in the past, so if you want to do this way, of course no problem. So let's go. Place the front part of the Hakama above the belt. Cross the straps at the rear, below the belt, and come around the front. This is basically the same thing as before. You can either fix the ends of your belt on the side, in this case the embroidery is visible, or hide them under the Hakama. Tie it firmly, cross again at the back, below the belt of course, and bring the straps back to the front. As you can see, the strap's middle part of the Hakama sits just on the top of the belt. This is the different way. This is actually the more traditional way to tie a Hakama for Aikido. Tie it with a regular knot, grabbing all the straps. Take the back part of the Hakama, the koshiita, and place it centered on the top of the belt. Traditionally, you would just bring the back straps to the front and tie a square knot. However, if you do that, your Hakama won't just stay in place during practice. So there is one common solution, is tuck the back straps into your belt. Or at least the front strap of the Hakama. Just look on my side. And again, make sure it's not twisted. This is also a good way to do it. It won't move. Pull it down to secure in place and tie a regular knot below the knot of the back straps of the Hakama. And you're good. This is how it would be done traditionally. When I say traditionally, it's like an adaptation of traditional way to put on a Hakama, because there is nothing traditional with Aikido. We move too much. We can't just use the traditional way. There is another way I'm going to show you. This is quite a specific way to do it. It's quite odd. We see a lot of people doing that because it's very harmful. So if you don't mind about the way you look with your Hakama, it's probably the best way to tie the Hakama. It won't move during practice. It's really secure. So first, let's take the back part of the Hakama and fix at the front, just so it keeps in place when you're tying the front of the Hakama. Then you take the front part of the Hakama, place it again on the top of your belt, like before. You bring the straps around the back, and this time you cross them on top of the rear part of the Hakama, below the koshiita, as always, of course. Hide the ends of the belt under the Hakama. Take the straps and cross at the back. Now there are two possibilities. You can either tie the knot on top, grabbing all the straps, or you tie a regular knot under the Hakama, like this. But this is pretty nice because you have the belt inside, so the straps of the Hakama inside, so it won't bother you during practice. This is a way to do it. So what you don't see is that under the Hakama, it's like I made a big knot, so I don't get very long straps just under my Hakama. So untie the back straps of your Hakama and make sure that the back plate sits firmly on the top of the belt. This is important here because you have to arrange the back strap to be sure it sits well to the right place. The advantage here is that because of the front straps tied on the top of the back part of the Hakama, the back plate will keep in place, even if you tie it the traditional way, without securing the back plate by tucking your back straps into the belt. This is the most secure way you can imagine to tie the Hakama. Tie a regular knot around all the straps and that's it. The same regular knot we did before. Tied like this, it will stay in place during practice. That's for sure. However, it's not very aesthetic. But if you like this way of tying the Hakama, that's fine. The most important is to find a way to wear a Hakama that suits you and stays in place during practice. There is another way to finish the knot. I'm just gonna show you very fast. You fold one end into a bow that has a length of about 11 centimeters. I think it's 11 traditionally. I'm not sure because not my job to teach how to wear a traditional Hakama, but I think it's 11 centimeters. So place it horizontally and center on the top of the knot of your Hakama straps. Start wrapping around the other around the bow and also all the layer of the straps to hold it together. You can do that about 3 times or maybe 2 times or 4 times, depends on the length of your straps. So I've just put my Hakama down. Here we are. I showed you all the ways we are used to see at the Hombu Dojo, for example, or some other places. I'm sure there are far more other ways to do this. Don't bother if you have another technique. There is no determined way to put on a Hakama for Aikido, so it's the way that suits you. But I hope this just helped. That the few tricks we've been working on for the decades of practicing. If you liked the video, you can leave a comment below. If you have any question, we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And you can just subscribe the channel for the next one, probably about how to tie a belt or something like fold a Hakama. We'll see. See you soon.